So this video has been a few weeks in the making because I keep coming down and filming and then coming back and filming some more. So we're at the site of, well, the very sort of north end of the site of York Central. As you can see behind me, there is a building site. This is Water End Bridge right there. And so you can see here that this is where the new road bridge over into York Central will come across the East Coast Main Line. But I'm going to go through what all of the York Central entails in this video. So before we start, let's have a look at some of the sources that I've used for pictures in this video. So the first one is Rail Centres York by Kay Houle. The second is This is York Major Railway Centre, which is published by Ian Allen. The third is Ken Appleby's York, Britain's Rail Supercentres, and finally a pictorial and historic survey, Railway Centre York by David Mather. These have been fantastic sources for me. So here's a picture which is dated from the 1950s. It shows York Works, and as we scroll up you can see the whole area, which is absolutely bustling with railway traffic. In the top right you can see the Lehman Road housing estate. Looking further on we can see the site as seen in the mid-2000s. This is what the area will eventually look like once it's finished. You can see that there is an expanded railway museum and lots of commercial and residential properties on the site. You can see that there's a large green park area as well. So here we see the site in relation to the rest of the city of York. You can see the dotted line outlines the city walls as we just move to the west. And here is a more detailed plan from above of what the site will look like once it's finished. So let's move on to Lehman Road, which is probably the most controversial aspect of this whole development. You can see here that there's overhead satellite view of the whole area, and Lehman Road is highlighted there. So at the top end we have the underpass, which goes under the East Coast Main Line, and at the bottom end we have the tunnel, which goes under the station and into York Centre. And you can see highlighted here is the area of the road which will be closed, blocked off, so that it will allow them to expand the railway museum. So here we have the road as it will be. So you can see it's like a whole new periphery road. Right there circled is the underpass, there is the entrance to the railway museum, and there is the tunnel under the station. So let's take a look at the fly-through of Lehman Road as it is. So you can see we're coming down Lehman Road now, and you can see we've got picture-in-picture, and this is me driving down there, coming towards where the junction and the walkway will be. This is going to be like a walking area which will move in towards the centre of the York Central. So if we look a little bit closely, you can see we've come now behind the station hall area of the railway museum. You can see there's park areas here, and as we pan across you can see that we still have tracks leading up to the station hall of the railway museum. And we're coming towards the other is pedestrian and cycles only road back towards where the tunnel comes out or into the former Lehman Road. And this will be like a square kind of social area for people who are visiting the museum and people who are coming out of the station. So you can see we're just coming down the side of the station hall, and this is the square area, and here just on the right you can see that will be where the new road will go, and you can see there's the tunnel under the station. Cutting back to how it is now, you can see there we have the tunnel, and we're just going to pan around into Lehman Road. This is the junction. Will actually turn left here. See, just up there will be where the road is blocked off, and the road will go left. So you can see there, as you can see, that that's this square in front of the museum where the entrance will be, and you can see there the road going off to the left. If we look at this picture from Google Maps, we can see that there is the existing museum entrance, and if you look on the left, there is a pedestrian and cycle lane called Cinder Lane, and that will be where the new road will be going. And finally, let's just have a quick go down from the underpass all the way along Lehman Road right up to the Railway Museum. So I'm not speeding, by the way. This is I'm running this at there's some speed ramping going on with my editing, so I'm not actually driving fast. So it's about 1.5. So you can see as we pass the entrance to the Siemens railway depot and past the new museum car park, and this will be where the road will end, where this little roundabout is in front of the museum. So let's have a look at where the new road is going to be going. So we'll highlight the new road here. You can see there it is, and it's much more of a periphery road. So the first place we'll focus on is the tunnel, which is right here. You can see coming out of the tunnel, the road will be turning left and going off towards Cinder Lane. Here we'll look at where the road will go under the underpass, under the East Coast Main Line. You can see we're cycling down Lehman Road towards the underpass. You can see if you look directly straight ahead, this is where the new road will come from, and you can meet at this junction here and we'll go under the underpass. So the most complex section of the new road will be the new bridge over the East Coast Main Line. We'll focus in as to where the new bridge will be going. Firstly, that's where the underpass is, and you can see here that's where the new bridge will go. So we'll look at the design of the new bridge. I think it looks really good, I like it, and you can see this is in relation to where it will go. And right here you can see that this is these are the works are just on the Lehman Road side of the Severus Bridge, or what we call the Water End Bridge. I think they're making fairly good progress so far. So as we cycle across the bridge, this is the cycle lane. You can see it's very close to the pedestrians there. So what we'll be getting is a extended cycling and pedestrian lane, which will be going over this side of the bridge right here. And if we just pause, we can see where the arrow is. That's where we used to train spot when we were kids. Those days are long gone. We're not allowed down there anymore. So you can see the bridge foundations for the on the other side of the line, the side of the East Coast Main Line. That will be joining up to the road there as it comes through on the other side, and we're just going to focus in on that's the Cinder Lane Bridge. You can see off in the distance there, and we'll be heading over there right now. You can see as the track machine just goes out of view. This is the view of where we were stood just previously. See, that's where the bridge works are, and here we can see a much wider view of. You can already see that the foundations for the new road are going in there. I think they're making really good progress, to be honest. And again, you can just see how much work they've done in such a short space of time. I understand that sort of a temporary road will be in by November, because that's when they have to block off Lehman Road. You can see a little bit close-up view of the road just as the Zuma comes around the corner. I think one of the saddest things really is that if you look at the site of this whole area of what it used to be, from my days as a 16-year-old being on at the training school on the York Works, it was, you know, that's not there anymore. It's just like, that's houses. Comparing then to now is going to be interesting.